So back in 2009, I was trying to win autographed Twilight action figures from J14 magazine, and I accidentally won the Cruising with Keke contest. Keke Palmer at the time was my idol. I loved her. I loved True Jackson VP. I loved Tequila in the Beat. I loved Jumpin'. I loved like everything she had been in. And I was so excited to get to meet her and like the whole cast of True Jackson. And Ashley Argota and Matt Shively were so kind and lovely and wonderful to me. But Keke was not. She wasn't on the ship the whole time. The day she got on the ship, I ended up bumping into her by accident and saying hello and introducing myself because she physically walked into me. And she looked me up and down, and I was like, you know, I won the Cruising with Keke contest. I'm really excited to like do our meet and greet tomorrow. And she was like, great, yeah. And then she like looked at me and was like, do you know where the Johnny Rockets is on this ship? You look like you would know where the Johnny Rockets is on this ship. And I was like, Deck 6. And she like dragged her friend away, who like sadly was like, I like your sandals, as Keke like dragged her away from me. And then the next day we did this meet and greet where she wouldn't stand next to me for the picture. She wouldn't touch me, wouldn't hug me, none of that. So my heart was broken. I was devastated that this girl that I looked up to so much like wanted nothing to do with me. And then fast forward to November that year, I'm doing the Macy's parade, and the girl on the float next to me is freaking Keke Palmer. And I was hanging out with a bunch of these other girls, and they all go over and say hi to her, and she's like, don't I know you? And I was like, yup, Cruising with Keke contest, that's me. And I wasn't cute. I was in a costume that did not fit. And she was like, that's a choice. And like laughed with her backup dancers or whoever they were, like the other performers with her. And it was devastating. I already had terrible self-esteem. If you can't tell from like the way I'm standing, like I hated myself back then. I was fat then. I still am fat. I'm having gastric bypass in June. But like, I hated myself so much. And having this girl that I idolized make these snide comments about my weight was devastating to me. And like, anytime I hear her voice, like all I can hear is that snicker she did at me. And I just can't. She's not as nice in person as you think she is. It's just, at least to me, she wasn't. Hopefully she is now, but not to me. So